I don't even have to title this place, it's got a little name plaque right outside the door. So when you get here, you'll know you're at the right place. Penny's just going to have a look out. And behind us is Montpelier. Isn't it, Penny? This is Montpelier. We'll walk around it and through openings and check it out. It's got quite a strange history. Macabre, some deaths, which is always the way in this world. Some fascinating little artifacts. Bits of metal lying around. There's a fireplace in the corner here, which is unusual. It's in the scullery. The world outside the window. It's going to be in the cart shed, I think, judging by the opening. So the roof's long since gone. Most of these places didn't have roofs. So when they're abandoned, they sold the slates. Of course, what happens then is the world takes over, it falls apart. It is a beautiful place, especially today. I love the white marks in the walls. It gives a sort of a pattern effect. Still rendered. The drain spouts fell off. It's used up until middle 60s. The college used it for summer camping and scouts used it. It's memories of people sleeping here and staying here. So it's not that far ago. So we'll venture inside, see what we can see. Not a lot, I'm afraid. These big fireplaces, that's all these places had. It's the way where you heated them. And the world above beckons. So the roof's totally gone these days. And of course these walls will eventually disappear. It'll disappear into the ground from where it came from. This is the main room. Through into what's probably a kitchen, I suppose, or whatever. Biggish place, fireplace upstairs and down. You just see the joists where they would have been on the wall. So it's worth a visit. Nothing dangerous or spooky in this place. Not even for Penny. Of course, outside the door with these places we didn't have running water in the old days. So when you went to the toilet, what you did is you visited this little place here. This little place here, it's called the Thigh Egg. In Manx, what it basically means is it's a toilet. And my job when I was a kid was summer holidays, just have to empty it out. Not the most pleasant task, but had to be done. So the roof has also gone to this little place. Fascinating. I do find these places fascinating. No doubt about it. Always got these big trees here outside these places. This is an ash. Ash was always planted to ward off evil spirits because the Manx were very superstitious. And generally speaking, around these places there would have been a row of hawthorns too. And there's one of them there, down over the hill. So we're going to have a little walk up this stream as far as we can. Falling in, up the bank, to the glen. As I said, I can kill myself. beach maybe, judging by the bark, leaves flying about. I love the colour of these leaves when the sun gets on them. I always think with a camera, still cameras for still pictures, and the videos for movement. Sort of moving with the video cameras, keeping it steady. I suppose, like everything, practice makes perfect. Not sure what size it is, probably half an acre. There's loads of trees planted behind us as well, which will add to it for our future, what do you call it, climate protection. Because the Isle of Man is very high up in the old biospheres. In fact, we have more hedges per hectare than anywhere else in the world apparently. No doubt somebody will correct me on that one. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. I'll just stick some still photographs with it because they show the detail better than the camera videoing. The vineyard does add another life to it. Let's see how it turns out. Let's do whether I do it again. The expression goes, all the gear and no idea. It is a joy to be out there, I must admit. I haven't been out for a little while. Chores to do. So, as we come to the end of our little walk by Montpelier, put it on your bucket list. Pack a picnic, get the kids, get to explore, get them away from their phones and the TV and the music and the world that they live in, take them to somewhere where we used to live. It would be harsh, I'm sure, these worlds. I can't be on a nice day, but I'm conscious January sometimes wouldn't be so nice. It's the choices, isn't it? Quite a macabre place up around here. There's been 2 or 3 murders over the years. Strange how some places gets to be so popular for that project. There's a few books being brought out under as well. So the stream runs down to the river, main river, and down to Druidale. I think water brings life, but I know it does, in more ways than one. Okay, Penny, let's get going. So, I said when I was doing the video, I'll give you a bit of history of Montpelier. I bought a few books out over the years on Tholtons, which is my passion, as you probably guessed, and it's in volume 1. So, I said there'd been a murder, and it was a murder of a girl called Corinne Bentley by a guy called Tony Tier. and he was given a death sentence, but it was commuted to life imprisonment. A local MHK called John Brooke lived here as well, and he used to travel to Castledown, which is about 16 miles from here, on a pony to attend his meetings. He'd come back the next day. It's a fair old trek on a horse. Like the local brew, so quite often if you went up to the Sulby pub, you get absolutely plastered. They'd chuck him in the back of the trap, the horse would wander home, he'd sleep it off next day and start to work again. According to local census, it was lived in up until late 1800s, and it was a farm of about 200 acres. No buildings left these days, just a house basically. It was eventually incorporated in the Druidale estate in 1950. There's a local shepherd worked for the Druidale estate. His name was Mr Beaver, and he was quite a successful sheepdog trialer. Won quite a few cups. In fact, one of his cups turned up in the Isle of Wight, which is strange. And unfortunately died up here in 1938. He contracted appendicitis. The weather was bad and it was snowy, and they couldn't get to him to save him. By the time we found him, he was dead, so they carried him out of here on a sled, and he's buried in KIRK MICHAEL graveyard with a little plaque which is in the book. So I hope that gives you a bit of history of it. There'll be more out there than what I've told you, but in general terms that's a brief snapshot of Montpelier. And the sun's back out, and my coat on. Okay, thank you very much.